Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing is Dolgala. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
58, right over there. Mike, 58.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
But it's 4th down.
They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
91. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, D. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 33 yards that time.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this. It just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Watch it slap. Watch it slap. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Colin Johnson, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
The score, Jaguars 7, Colts nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rivers looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rivers now. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers on the move to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Here's Kaepernick to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Throwing again on second down. Rivers. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Trey Boston shot through on the safety blitz for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
First down.
Rivers' throw going to be taken in by Campbell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the red zone now, Rivers to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
A second down throw for Rivers. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. To the air again here, Rivers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Let him know. Check. Watch 54. Quick turn.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On first down, Kaepernick. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Into the red zone now, Kaepernick. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
It's a 3-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the... And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Josh Lambo.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Rivers. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rivers now from the 50. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
On 2nd down, Rivers again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Rivers again. A good throw here, finding Pascal. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Rivers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence. that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. First down, Rivers. They'll run the screen with Mack. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
25 yards.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half.
And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Dolgala. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field diving to grab it? No, he didn't. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Check, check.
Throwing is Dolgala. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
The quarterback
Grover Stewart. Breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
By the Colts.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
First down.
From the gun, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers.
And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 4-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. Now Dogala. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts' 24. A game there of 30 big ones. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Grover Stewart able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Second and long. Connection made with Chenault. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, 91.
They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Colts nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack on 1st down, Rivers
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's going to air one out. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Point after here coming up.
For the extra point.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
The score, Jaguars 21, Colts 7. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Keelan Cole now to return. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in and couldn't hang on third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Colin Johnson making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
He's got a man complete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Indianapolis.
A 1st down throw here for Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the 2nd one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
They'll run on 1st down. Cottrell. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 5-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going up top for Taylor. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Jags, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.